the end of the 1 week and we've already got a casualty. Man, oh man. The way to look at that is really, it's just too bad. Oh God. Very expensive camera, very expensive battery, very expensive, you know, everything. There we go. Like I said, at least it wasn't the rudder. It is Tuesday evening and we are at a really good campsite this time. Last night's debacle, the mud bath from hell. These things are sent to test us, but as you saw, or if I did get it on footage, as you saw, I lost my second GoPro this morning because I couldn't get out of where the mud bank fast enough in the fast flowing river to get away from the trees, and the tree caught my kayak. Well, the river pushed the front of my kayak in towards the tree, and I managed to get rid of a few branches, but of course as I let go of them they bounced back and smacked the GoPro. And the downside of that was that not only did it smack the GoPro, which was on a high pole, it snapped it at the base. It snapped the pole at the base. So that was unexpected. However, as I say, these things are sent to try us. And it's been an uneventful day, apart from the fact I've been unable to stop because of the high banks. So I'm not able to pull in, not able to get out of the kayak. And so I've got a schedule to try and keep up, and the schedule included a place called O'Shaughnessy's Regulator, with what looked like, which doesn't exist of course, a little, you know, a nice bit of grass or dirt on the other side of the river. That's what it looked like. And my kayak went up on top of it, and to my absolute horror, it was either a dead brumby or a dead sheep. Haven't seen any sheep, I must admit, so it was something else. But I didn't hang around long enough to find out what. See all these blisters, all these white blisters that are coming up on both my arms. I'm wearing long sleeves. So in the morning, this morning for example, all of these had gone down flat. But they're back up again. And on the map it showed a campground, New South Wales campground. Now a lot of New South Wales campgrounds are no such thing. Or if they are campgrounds, they must be so far away from the river you can't actually see them. But as I came around this slight bend, and I thought I could see the barbecue huts, I could see the drop toilet, I could see benches, I could see table and chairs, all the way down, and I thought, and a high bank, higher than the Victorian side. And as I got a bit further down, I spotted a boat ramp. I came across that river like a rocket. Now the only problem with a boat ramp of this steepness is that it's designed for tinnies to be backed in by trailer. It's not designed for 5-meter kayaks to pull in sideways. It's very steep. You know, it's not a South Australian boat ramp, I might add. Very steep. But there was no way I was not getting out on this boat ramp. So it was back to good old-fashioned balancing, in getting my backside up on the back of the boat and getting one leg out in the hope that I didn't tip the boat out. So that was nose in. Tomorrow when I go out, I'll be nose out. So I'm hoping that I can make a better job of getting out, but there was no way I was not stopping. Absolutely no chance. So this morning at the mud pool there was a little platypus playing. Beautiful. I saw my first brown snake crossing the river, and I've seen lots of wild horses today and high riverbanks. So whether or not there's a little bit of mud at the bottom of them normally, I just don't know. I really don't know, but yeah. Anyway, the tent's set up. I've used the long drop, which was absolutely fabulous. There is real toilet paper in there. I've forgotten what toilet paper is. Fantastic. And now I'm about to have grass-fed lamb, mint and rosemary. And I can dispose of my waste in the garbage bin. D10 Betts Beach. Pretty miserable campsite, but it was safe. Nothing happened during the night. 2, I don't know, it should have been some sandbar, I think. But it's not that either. It's Carpenter's campsite, which looks to be a public campsite. Nothing bugs me normally, nothing. But this trip is definitely having its moments.
How you going?
Good, how are you?
Good, I'll just get you to come over here, can you please? Lovely morning.
Beautiful.
Get you when you come aside if you want to just grab this rug. Yeah, I noticed last night when I was heading out, I see you camped in there. I thought, oh, I'll have a look at tomorrow. Have a good trip, Glynis. We might see you another time.
Thanks, Scott.
No worries. Travel safe.
Thank you. Yesterday was challenging. 63 kilometers instead of 55 because there was nowhere to land. Some real jokers on the way. I'll tell you about that later. Day 14. I've developed a cough. I was coughing quite a lot last night. Oh, who knows? Ross River fever for all I know. Right, you're looking in the wrong place. You're looking in the wrong place. Day 14. I need them in a minute. was a 39-degree day, and I don't know, 55 kilometers, something like that. A few more than expected. Yet again, can't find anywhere to land. Can't find anywhere to land because the river is still high. The banks are all covered in mud. Everything is covered in mud, everything. So it's been another challenge, and but I've hardly seen anybody on the river. In fact, I've seen just a couple of fishermen, and that's all. Seen anybody else, which is good really. Now, when I put things down, it's tempting to lose them, but there we are. Dehydrated. I'm in a pretty poor campsite. It's in the corner of the river and there's a boat ramp. So you can imagine the kind of churn that goes on as boats are launched, etc. So getting water out tonight is going to be a big issue. And I don't even think I want to put my filter through that. I may just get up really early in the morning, set off early, and try and find the first place I can to stop and filter some water. So, like I say, everything is covered in mud. Just the boat's covered in mud. There's a slime line right around it. This river is absolutely filthy. Everything's peeling from this sunburn. It's filthy. I know there's been a flood. You know, it's not the river's fault, for goodness sake, but I had 6 litres last night, so let's see how much we've got left. Who knows? Enough anyway for dinner, but not enough to prat about with as much water as I would like to in the morning. There's a couple of litres in there, I think. I won't be able to filter this, it's just awful. So, had some challenging days. I altered my schedule to get me to, my original schedule was taking me to not quite Swan Hill. You can imagine, can't you, somebody with OCD living with this, it's hard work. My original schedule took me to a place called Pentle Island Caravan Park, but I was concerned about it not having a signal once I got there. So I decided to alter the schedule so that I would end up at Swan Hill. And that has meant it added another 5 kilometers per day onto it over 4 days in order to meet that to get where I wanted to be. So, and because, you know, a few days ago it was a 63 kilometer day, just because there's just nowhere for a kayak to land. It looks as though that I'll get there no problem, which will be a godsend, because I just want to wash everything. I just want to get everything clean. I want to get the inside of my boat clean. Where I put my feet, it's just covered in mud. And I just want somewhere with a decent signal. I just need a rest. Full on. I think, were it not for if the conditions were better, I'd certainly be enjoying it more. But this is just a trudge. This is just a trudge with one goal in mind, and that goal is to raise money for prostate cancer. There is no way I would do this for fun. No way. But I thought I'd tell you of Tales on the Riverbank. So, day before yesterday, I was passing quite a few boats. There are quite a lot of boats out, so that would be Saturday, yeah? You know, where you sort of pass hellos and everything, good day and all of that. And then one guy said, "Pommy, go home. Go and paddle the Thames." Someone else said, "Good day, how far are you going?" So I told him, and he said, "I bet you can't cross Lake Wellington." And I felt like saying, you know, I wanted to say, "You're right, I won't be crossing Lake Wellington," but I thought, why bother? I asked one of 3 men in a boat, which was designed for 2 at the most, and I said, "Do you know of anywhere to land?" Thinking they'd be local fishermen. And one of them said, yep, straight up, no word of a lie, couple of bends, and there's a bit of a beach, shallow bit. And then he let me get about 100 metres further on, and then he shouted after me and he said, "It's about 12k away." Yeah, what a joker. And then the best one, there were 3 young fellas in a tinny, again built for 2. There was no room at all for all of their eskies of beer. And one of them says, "How far are you going?" And I just automatically, without thinking, said, "All the way." So this one in the middle stood up, unzipped his shorts, got his penis out, started waggling it around and shouted, "Woof, woof, woof." Fun times on the river.